Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down.
Okay, welcome to another episode of the Podcats Podcast. We have, as we always have, special guests. They're always very special. We have some people from the art department, and they're going to talk about an art show that's going to happen next week. So we have Mrs. Peterson in here right next to me. I'm right here off screen, but so she's the first one here. And then we have Jasper Thomason.
Yes.
And what year are you in school?
I'm a senior.
Senior. Mm-hmm. And then Natalie Sokolsky as well. What year are you?
I'm also a senior.
Also a senior. And then, of course, Mr. Burgess, always here with us. So, all right. So talk to us about this exciting opportunity and this art show that's coming up. A little bit about, like, I know it's next Tuesday, but if you could tell our audience what time it starts, where it's at, and a little bit about what it entails.
Yes, so this is our district-wide art show, and it's something that 3 years ago we revived. They had taken a long break from having a big art show like this. So it's all of secondary, both high schools, all four of the junior highs. And then this year, the elementary students are also included with a digital show that will be displayed. The secondary students will all have actual tangible artworks, and it just takes over the whole Normal West cafeteria and atrium and the senior cafeteria. There are hundreds of artworks there displayed in a lot of different various art materials. So it's a huge event for the art department, super fun. It is on Tuesday, April 15th from 5 to 8 at Normal West. There are cookies and refreshments. There will be different vendors like universities and local members of the art community coming in to just advertise about their programs and also have hands-on art activities for some of the attendees that come. We do like a raffle, like different giveaways, I guess, throughout the night as well from local businesses. So we try to make it a really lively event as families come through and they get to look at everyone's artwork.
And is this a free event?
Yes, yeah, it's totally free. Everyone is welcome. Students from within the art department, at least at West, students from within the art department have all been invited to contribute artwork for the show. But really anyone at West who would like to submit an artwork that they've created over the last year, they're welcome to bring it into any of the art teachers, and we would love to display it for them.
So it's not too late to do that?
No, they could still bring something in. The art show is Tuesday, so the sooner the better. Like, the sooner we get it, the better off we would be. But we would love to showcase as many talents as we could.
Speaking of talents, we have a couple talents here. Jasper, you want to talk maybe about your role in this art show?
Oh, gosh. Well, okay, so I'm one of the artists that's being displayed. Both me and Natalie are. I'm having 7 of my works displayed, 6 of which are photography. 1 is an actual, like, painting, collage / painting. I don't know how to describe it. I'm excited to have my art displayed. I don't think I did it last year. I don't remember doing it last year. So
last year, Normal Community hosted it. So we rotate high school. So now we're back at West.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of the photography that you are showing?
Yeah,
yes.
Like maybe describe your art style a little bit to people who haven't seen it before.
I love really bright colors. I'm not dressed like it, but I love really bright colors in art. Like I have this one photo that's of the Normal Theater neon sign that they have their marquee and everything, and I love it so much personally. It's my favorite. I think one of my favorite photos I've ever taken. But like I really love bright colors and like just like showcasing like just like little moments of things. So like I don't know. And then like in my paintings and stuff, I also love using bright colors and neons and stuff like that.
So are your subjects normally people?
Yes and no. I think a few of my pieces have people in them, but honestly, my favorite thing to take photos of is flowers and like just like nature in general, because I love how it makes me slow down and actually like look at like where I am and places around me. So that's like my personal favorite thing. But I do have pictures of people. Yes, I have this one photo of I was taking photos at Bloomington Pride last September. And I was taking photos of a stage, and this guy jumped in front of my camera and started eating his taco, and so I took a picture, and that's one of my photos. It's being displayed, and it's another one of my personal favorites.
Very cool.
Candid.
Very candid.
And are you looking to pursue a career as a senior after this year?
Yes and no. I'm pursuing a creative career. My goal is to go into theatrical lighting design, but I still plan to continue creating art and taking photos and everything once I leave West. But I will not be going to an art college or anything, which is unfortunate, but oh well.
I will say that, and I think I've said this on this podcast before, one of my most useful classes that I had in high school was photography. Mm-hmm. And I take pictures at my son's baseball games. And I mean, that's generally the only time I do photography now, but it has helped me. I mean, I really enjoy doing it. So you will find a way to continue to do that. Mm-hmm. So.
Same to Natalie.
So this is my second year submitting art into this event, so that's exciting. I definitely don't have as many pieces in the show this year as I did last year, just since you can't repeat pieces, and I just generally made a lot more stuff last year. It's been a lot more like larger project heavy for me this year, especially with the things going on with the murals and stuff like that. So I really only have a couple pieces, all paintings, and then hopefully trying to find a way to submit an animation, a 2D animation I made at the beginning of the year. So we'll see how that goes.
What was the subject of that?
So it was for my intro to animation class. And it was basically kind of like a guy in a submarine, but then there's like a big sea creature, like sea monster outside. So then sort of the end of the animation, like the exposition changes, and it's like outside, and then the creature kind of just like appears out of nowhere. So it was really fun to do. That was my first time ever actually animating anything before. And also it's just more experience dabbling with digital art. So I know any new media I can try, I always try to get my hands on it. So.
And I think, Natalie, last year at the art show, did you win any awards?
I did, yeah. I won the Unit 5 Arts Alive Award for one of my paintings. So that was really exciting. So that's another like nice benefit of submitting your art to the show, not just for people who are in art, but just anyone at the school who's interested. It makes for a really great piece for your resume, like winning that award. So that's been something that's really nice for my portfolio or my resume, especially for college.
And so you're talking about your resume and your portfolio for college. So that means that you are pursuing some type of art career.
I am, yes. I actually just officially committed to U of I, so I will be going there for studio art. So I'm really excited to do that. Thank you.
And so what do you plan to do with that? What sort of career do you plan on pursuing?
Currently, my sort of idea is I'm hoping to do studio art, but then a concentration in illustration. I think it would be really fun to either do illustration, whether it's for like comics or independent projects, things like that, concept art. I've also been really interested in storyboarding. I think that that's something that's really fun, and that can work like across all different sorts of media. So whether it's for film, like live action, or for like animated things like that, comics, books, TV, like all sorts of things it can apply to. So I think that's all really interesting.
That's awesome. So you obviously have already given us a couple reasons of why you should be attending on Tuesday. But I think probably the biggest draw is going to be JB4. A Burgess going to be spotlighted
my son, yes.
from Hudson Elementary.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I honestly don't even know what piece of his art is being displayed because he hasn't brought it home.
Got it.
He's very bad about that. So I guess I'll find out on Tuesday because I will be there.
And you have a daughter who also loves to draw.
Yes.
And so art is an important part of your life and your home life and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So
a majority of our gifts have been art related over the past several years. So yes, they'll enjoy it a lot. And now, can anyone submit a piece of art to get
Yes.
displayed, you said?
Yeah. So anyone can still submit artwork. They can just come find us in the art department. We're happy to get them set up with that.
And at any school too, right? Like,
I think so. I mean, it's easier for me to say specifically for West how
West.
we're kind of handling things,
Got
but
it.
I would guess that if you went up to any art teacher at this point, they would still. The elementary might be a little bit trickier because they have such a large amount of students, and they obviously can
That's
only
true.
put so many. Where
Yeah.
we have more flexibility because we're allowed to bring more pieces per teacher. But I wanted to mention too, though, we have a secondary winner. I want to say we have a high school winner and maybe a junior high winner, and those are voted on by the Hangar Gallery in downtown Bloomington. Their curators and artists are going to come and judge the show, and then they take the top 2 pieces and display them in their gallery as well. So it gets some local artists involved, and the students get even more recognition through that.
so it's from 5 to 8.
Yes.
And it's probably just kind of like you just come in and you take a look and then you leave whenever you want to.
Yeah.
Will the awards be towards the end of the evening?
Yeah, that is a good point. So 5 to 8, and it is like an open house, like come and go as you please. At 7 o'clock, we'll start doing awards and announcing those because there will be quite a few for different categories throughout the night. But at 7, we'll have a podium set up in the front of the cafeteria with a microphone. It'll be you'll know when it's happening, but that's when we'll announce all of the winners.
Got it.
Okay. And again, another question I had outside of the art show was we discussed a little bit about our upstairs atrium being remodeled and a mural going up on one of the walls, or is it both walls? Is there going to end up
we
being
kind of
one?
have 2 separate things going
Okay.
on. So
Yeah.
a group
So
of teachers.
when you say both walls, you talk to the left
Yeah.
of the bathrooms and to the right of the bathrooms?
No, like to the right of the bathrooms, and then like on the balcony, there's 4 pillars.
Yes.
And each one of those pillars is going to have
That's
a
going to
mosaic
be cool.
display.
That's going to be really cool.
Yeah. So on the half day in February, students, I think it was February. You know, school's almost out now.
Yeah,
so
let's
this
call
whole
it February.
semester-
No one's going to know if it was March or
either
if it
March
was
or
January.
February,
It
but
doesn't matter.
The half day students were invited to come into the cafeteria and create a small ceramic piece that we included as a part of this mosaic. So then my class went through, they glazed all the pieces, they displayed them on the board, put them on with adhesive, we've grouted them. So those will be displayed on the pillars. And then we're just starting a mural, which Natalie has helped with a little bit so far. So
Yeah.
you can explain maybe how you've helped me so far.
Yeah, it was mainly finding different like color combinations or color schemes to work with, and then just sort of figuring out that. And then me and a couple other students have been pretty hands-on so far with actually like painting the mural on the wall. So that's what we've been kind of up to for the past week or so. It's been really fun.
Okay.
Yeah, Natalie helped me come up with kind of the color scheme, and then they've been working on the background, and then hopefully starting next week sometime I'll be pulling students up from Advanced Studio, and everyone will have another small piece that they'll
Cool.
add to it.
I'm always reminded when we have guests like this how talented our students
They
are.
really are.
Yeah, they are.
So
Yep. Is there anything on that wall that will tell students not to use the elevator when they're not allowed to?
We can work
Stop
that
it.
in.
Stop it, Mr. Burgess. We're going to get in a whole different conversation. I'm going to get in trouble.
Sorry, that's my duty usually during lunch, so that's why I say that. But yeah, I noticed it up there and it looks really cool so far.
Yeah.
So
It's
I was just curious.
A bunch of blobs in a background right now, but it will definitely evolve. It's going to say where
Which is
everyone-
better than what it was before.
It's
So
just color, right? I know. We're trying to get some color and some brightness up there. So that's what we're really going for.
I love it.
But hopefully by the end of April, some of that artwork will be up there fully displayed and ready to go.
Okay.
do you have any more questions? So we are not allowed to let anyone leave the podcast room without having you look at the board over there.
Okay.
And this has become a new tradition with anyone that comes into the podcast room. We got to get your feeling for what is the best Wildcat tradition. Now, both Jasper and Natalie, some of those don't mean anything to you because they're more like faculty. Like March Madness in food is a faculty thing. The clap in, clap out is pretty much a faculty thing. But of all of those other things, Natalie, we'll start with you. Which of those traditions do you like the most, or do you think of the most when you think of Normal West?
Oh, I mean, well, I guess my answer for Normal West as a whole versus just my personal answer is probably a little different because I'm a little biased because I'm a senior. So I'm pretty excited about doing a senior brick.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I think that's a great one.
Absolutely.
I think that's one of my personal favorites, too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it got into the final two.
It
so,
did.
So yeah, that's probably
Yep,
what I would go with.
that's completely,
Love
that's
it.
a solid answer.
Do you know what you're going to do, or we can't say yet?
No, I don't know yet. I did have like kind of a little idea, not as like the whole thing, but on part of it, I want some of my friends to come up and
Okay.
like put like a thumbprint or something, and then give them little like
Oh, I like
smiley
that.
faces.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, like little potato.
I think there's a
people.
few we should probably let you paint over that I see
Yeah,
on
that's
there,
a good
too.
point. Jasper, how about you?
For me, I'm pretty sure it'd be a three-way tie, but I'm also biased, between Senior Bricks, King of Hearts, and Westfest. Westfest I just love. I've always loved Westfest.
Yeah.
I love face paint. So I love Westfest. And I also love the open mic that we tend to do because I'm also a musician. Senior Bricks, I've loved getting to see my past friends' bricks. Like my best friend's brick, I get to see it pretty much every day, and it warms my heart. And King of Hearts, I'm biased as well because I've worked the spotlight for it for the past 2 years, and that's been really nice and fun because I just think it's fun to watch teenage boys be stupid on a stage. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. That King of Hearts has a special place in my heart too because I was the student council sponsor when it was introduced, and I got to see the very first one and be a part of it, and it was a lot of fun. We were not prepared.
no.
That first year. We had no real concept as to how a production like that worked, but it's still around 20 some years later. So, Mrs. Peterson, how about you?
Okay, I have this dream I love Wheel of Fortune, and they do teacher editions. And so obviously in my dream, I'm going to be cast to go on the show. And I would say it is a great day to be a wildcat.
Got
As
it.
one of the teachers on there. So I think that's my iconic
Love it.
line.
Yeah.
Yep, and that one,
That's-
obviously, this was done by all the 5 or 4 principals. I'm sorry, 5. Sorry, I'm pushing Cadron out the door. Sorry, Mrs. Cadron. 4 principals that we've had, and they voted on it, and they came up with, it's a great day to be a Wildcat. So that's understandable. So, all right, well, thank you
thanks
for
for having us
coming
on.
Best
along.
of
And
luck.
the listeners, I highly encourage you to go. I mean, even if you go for 20 or 30 minutes, it's a great opportunity for you to see some of the really cool things that are being done, not just at Normal West, but really around the district. So
Maybe we could have Evan display some of the art in the video.
I think that's a yes, although we're going to do the video. We're going to try to get it out tonight,
Okay.
or not tonight, Sunday.
Okay.
So it's before the show, but we can add some later on YouTube.
I like it.
So,
All right.
all right.
Okay,
Thank you for coming along. Today's podcast sponsor is Select Screen Prints. Select Screen Prints has been in partnership with Normal West for over 25 years, providing quality Wildcat apparel at an affordable price. Choose Select Screen Prints for all of your custom t-shirt, sweatshirt, and apparel needs. They now offer digital printing, which allows for fast turnaround and excellent quality at prices that are less expensive than most online apparel companies. Select Screen Prints is the choice in Bloomington Normal area and beyond. Check them out for your next apparel order.